How did a show about a ragtag group of students at a humble community college become a cult icon? Blending razor-sharp humor, meta storytelling, and a genuine heart into something entirely unique. Over 6 seasons, Community defied television norms, weathered creative upheaval, fought for its very survival, and inspired one of the most loyal fan movements in TV history. Today, we'll journey through its origins, its behind-the-scenes drama, its cultural footprint, and its still unfolding future. This is the nerd history of Community.
I hereby pronounce you a community.
Oh, that's nice.
At first glance, the premise of Community sounded almost quaint. In 2009, NBC premiered the story of Jeff Winger, a fast-talking lawyer caught with a fake college degree, who is forced to enroll at Greendale Community College to earn a legitimate one. What begins as a manipulative ploy to charm classmate Britta Perry by creating a fake study group quickly evolves into something much deeper. This accidental group attracts a mismatched collection of personalities: earnest overachiever Annie Edison, pop culture-obsessed Abed Nadir, big-hearted but naive Troy Barnes, devout and motherly Shirley Bennett, and eccentric millionaire Pierce Hawthorne. Together, they form a found family, even if it's one that bickers, schemes, and sometimes goes to war with paintball guns. The show's creator, Dan Harmon, drew directly from his own experiences attending community college in Glendale, California. Harmon was already known for his obsessive approach to story structure, having developed a writing tool called the Story Circle, a streamlined version of Joseph Campbell's hero's journey. That structure would guide Community's episodes, ensuring even the wildest genre parodies had a strong emotional spine. NBC slotted Community into its celebrated Thursday night comedy lineup, alongside shows like The Office and 30 Rock, but few could have predicted just how weird and wonderful this newcomer would get.
Show's gonna last 3 weeks! 6 seasons and a movie!
From the start, casting was key to the show's magic. Joe McHale brought charm and bite to Jeff Winger, while Gillian Jacobs gave Britta a dry wit that often clashed hilariously with Jeff's arrogance. Allison Brie's Annie was both sweet and unexpectedly fierce. Danny Pudi's Abed was a socially awkward but emotionally perceptive pop culture savant. Donald Glover's Troy transformed from jock to lovable goofball. Yvette Nicole Brown's Shirley balanced moral compass with comedic timing. And Kim Jong's Chang, well, he defied description entirely. Add Chevy Chase's Pierce Hawthorne, an unpredictable wildcard both in character and in real life, and you had a volatile but electrifying mix. However, that volatility was real. Harmon's perfectionism and Chevy Chase's improvisational unpredictability sometimes clashed, leading to tensions on set. By the end of Season 3, NBC made the shocking decision to fire Harmon, replacing him with new showrunners for Season 4. The result is what fans dubbed the gas leak year, a season that, while still occasionally funny, lacked the razor-sharp meta commentary and emotional depth that had defined the show. In a rare twist for network TV, Harmon was brought back for Season 5, restoring much of the show's original energy. Unfortunately, low ratings persisted, and NBC pulled the plug. That could have been the end, but in a move that mirrored one of its own improbable storylines, Community was rescued by Yahoo Screen for a 6th season. While the platform's reach was limited, the show's core remained intact, and fans could at least close the book on 6 full seasons.
When have we ever put ourselves before the group?
You want examples?
I think they want some examples, Pierce.
Okay, let's give them some examples. Troy, drop a beat.
From the very first episodes, critics recognized Community as something special. Its ability to blend heartfelt character arcs with playful genre experimentations set it apart from traditional sitcoms. Episodes like Modern Warfare turned a campus paintball game into a full-blown action movie parody. Cooperative Calligraphy took the classic bottle episode trope and turned it into a masterclass in escalating comedic tension. Abed's Uncontrollable Christmas transformed the cast into stop-motion puppets for a surprisingly emotional holiday story. Despite critical praise, the show never became a ratings juggernaut, but what it lacked in mass appeal, it more than made up for in fan devotion. Viewers weren't just watching Community, they were rewatching it, dissecting it, quoting it, and recommending it with evangelical fervor. This passion fueled campaigns like #SaveCommunity and the rallying cry 6 seasons and a movie, a joke from within the show that became a prophecy fans were determined to fulfill.
I thought those blowguns had us dead to rights.
What on bitter earth do they want from us, Inspector?
Question isn't what they want from us, Constable, but when.
In many ways, Community was a sitcom tailor-made for the internet age. Its endless pop culture references, meta-jokes, and high-concept episodes made it endlessly quotable and meme-worthy. Abed's "cool, cool, cool" became a fan-favorite catchphrase. The concept of the darkest timeline from the episode Remedial Chaos Theory spawned countless fan theories, memes, and even occasional real-world shorthand for when things took a disastrous turn. Then there was Inspector Spacetime, a pitch-perfect parody of Doctor Who, which quickly escaped the bounds of the show and became its own fan-created sub-universe. Even throwaway gags like Troy walking into a room holding pizzas only to discover total chaos became viral GIFs. Long before binge culture and reaction GIFs dominated online conversation, Community was planting seeds for the way TV and internet fandom would intertwine.
And so on, and so on, and so on, etc.
Did you just mispronounce etc.?
My Latin class is fake, Jeff.
Dan Harmon's story circle ensured every episode, no matter how outlandish, had a clear beginning, middle, and end rooted in character growth. Many episode titles were styled like college courses. Introduction to Film, Cooperative Calligraphy, Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, adding a thematic cohesion to the show's academic setting. Speaking of Dungeons & Dragons, that episode became one of the most beloved in the series, using the tabletop game as a way to explore emotional healing and friendship. The stop-motion Christmas episode was completed in just a few weeks, an ambitious feat that required the actors to record dialogue well before the animators could begin bringing their puppet counterparts to life. The show also boasted a surprising number of guest stars, including John Oliver in a recurring role as Professor Ian Duncan, Jack Black as a would-be study group member, and even Betty White as an eccentric anthropology professor.
Awesome, yo.
So we just gonna ignore that hate crime, huh?
I'm a dark elf or a drow.
Shouldn't you be wearing armor or something?
I'm an elf, not a nerd.
While most of the show's legacy is beloved, there were bumps along the way. The firing of Dan Harmon created a rift in the fan base and a noticeable dip in creative energy. Chevy Chase's on-set behavior sometimes made headlines, and his eventual departure before the end of the series was a mix of creative differences and personal disputes. One of the show's most acclaimed episodes, Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, was temporarily removed from streaming platforms due to a scene involving Chang wearing dark makeup as a part of his drow costume, which some viewers interpreted as blackface. While the intent was a parody of role-playing tropes, the removal sparked debate about context and intent in comedy.
Excuse us.
Community's influence reaches far beyond its original run. It launched the careers of key cast and crew. Donald Glover would go on to create Atlanta and star in Solo: A Star Wars Story, while directors Joe and Anthony Russo became the architects of Marvel's Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame, as well as directing the second and third Captain America movies. In fact, key eyes can spot several Community actors making cameos across the Russo brothers' MCU movies. The show's willingness to deconstruct television itself paved the way for other meta-driven comedies and proved that network sitcoms could be both wildly experimental and emotionally resonant. And of course, there's that enduring promise: 6 seasons and a movie. Fans kept the rallying cry alive long after the finale, turning it into one of the most famous examples of a fan-driven movement in television history. In 2022, the dream became real. Peacock officially announced that a Community movie was in development, with Dan Harmon returning to write alongside longtime producer Andrew Guest. Much of the original cast has signed on, and Harmon has confirmed the script is finished. Scheduling and industry delays have slowed progress, but the project remains very much alive. Cast members like Alison Brie and Ken Jeong have expressed excitement after reading the script, promising that it captures the spirit of the series while giving the characters a satisfying new chapter. The movie may be taking its time, but fans are used to waiting. After all, what's a little more anticipation for a group that has already survived cancellation, resurrection, and the ghastly year?
Harrison Ford is irradiating her testicles with microwave satellite transmissions!
Community is more than just a sitcom. It's proof that television can be as bold, strange, and heartfelt as its creators dare to make it. It survived network politics, creative turbulence, and low ratings, not because it played it safe, but because it didn't. Its fans are still here, still quoting, still rewatching, still waiting for that movie. And when it finally arrives, it won't be just a continuation of a story. It will be the fulfillment of a promise made years ago in a throwaway joke, a testament to the persistence of creativity and community alike.